Hey guys, welcome back to Chesmar Homes here in Madera, Cibolo Canyons on the golf course. Today what I wanted to go over with you today is kind of some of the construction process of the home. Oftentimes, you know what goes on inside the home as far as what you pick out, all the pretty things and features and colors you put in your home from countertops to cabinets. But what happens on the construction side? And most importantly, what we're going to talk about today is what happens after you have made a sales agreement with your sales counselor on a particular home site, and then it's been a month or so, and you're like, hey, I haven't seen anything happen out there. It looks just like it did the day that we walked on it. What's going on? Well, we're going to talk about that today, because what we do here at Chesmar Homes is we have everything engineered with a professional engineering company to make sure everything is just right and perfect before we ever break ground. So this right here, this is called a plot plan. So one of the first things that we do after you've picked out your floor plan and your elevation and the lot that you want to build it on, we send all of that off to an engineering company on a lot fit, and they're going to tell us exactly how that home is going to sit on that home site. Where you see here highlighted, these are elevation shots of feet above sea level here all over the home site. So we know exactly what the topography is and the row and lay of your lot. Right here, you're going to see the finished floor elevation of this particular home. It kind of shows the envelope, all the flat work, the sidewalk, and everything else that has to do with the home on this. You're also going to see the setback lines and the property line, and then the curb all the way up here. This over here are engineering notes. And these little things that you see circled here on each corner, after we know all the elevations of the home, we know exactly how the home is going to sit. Sometimes you drive down the road and you see homes sitting right here off the ground, and sometimes you see them taller on one side than the other. And why is that? Because the lay of the ground rose a little bit, and we have to keep the top of the floor level. That way your milk doesn't slide off the countertop when you set it down. So this is what's telling what the height of the foundation is before final grade and after final grade on these corners of the home. That's also going to kind of tell us about how many steps you would have coming into the home, if any. So this is a really neat document, and definitely a Bible for us when it comes to the starting of the construction of your home on your particular home site. The next thing that we do is every home site before we start construction is bored. Now, not every builder does this. This is something Chesmar does, and it does cost a little more time and money to do so, but we would rather take care of that on the front side than to take care of it on the back side via warranty or issues. So what we do is we come to every individual home site and we bore a hole down into the ground, and we take soil samples from that particular home site. Those soil samples are then sent off to a laboratory, and the engineers analyze those soils. And what they're looking for is something called Plasticity Index, or what we say is PI levels of that soil. Plasticity Index has to do with the movement of the soil, or the expansion and contraction potential of that soil. For example, clay has a high PI level, meaning it's kind of like a kitchen sponge. When it dries out, it'll shrink down. But when clay gets wet after a heavy rain or something and it absorbs the water, it can expand. It can have a hydrostatic lift pressure that actually will force your home up as it gets wet and allow your home to come down as it dries. Well, what does that do? Well, what that interprets into layman terms is in the summertime when it gets real wet or real dry, you go to shut a door and now it sticks and catches. Or this over here doesn't work, or maybe you see a crack open up or close up at particular times in the slab of your home or in your garage or driveway. That all has to do with the soils that the home is sitting on. So that's really important for us as a builder to know, because then we can engineer and design your slab according to the soils underneath of it. So we send those off, and then the engineer takes those soils, and it's a true engineer. They actually are held accountable to the state of Texas. They have to stamp it and sign it. This is another Bible that we have to live by here as far as construction code goes. You'll see some pink highlighted lines running through here. What that's representing is those are the actual beams underneath the foundation of your home. Instead of just having a concrete cap on the top, kind of like a basketball court or your driveway or something where it's just about a 4-inch thick piece of concrete, you have actual beams that penetrate all the way down to virgin soil. And the engineers are going to tell us in all of these notes here exactly how wide and how deep and how far those beams need to go, how much steel is going to go in these beams, how they need to be engineered and designed. And before we even pour the concrete, that is inspected, that what is actually on this paper and in this engineering report is actually what is done on your home site for your home, for your slab. And that's how we give you a 10-year guarantee or warranty on the foundational structure of your home. Guys, this is something that's very important, and with Chesmar, when you build and buy with us, we involve you in this experience. So before we even start construction on your home, we're going to call you in something that we call a pre-construction meeting. And you're going to meet with my builder, Jose, here in Madera, and with me. And we're going to go over, yes, all your selections and things that you've picked out that you're excited to see go in the home. But we're also going to tell you kind of how the home is built. The expectations that we expect to see during construction, what we expect from you and what you can expect from us, and then how things are designed and going to go forward from that point. So before we set forms and before you see anything happening on the lot, this is what's going on. And this does take time, but it's so important that this is done right. This is your foundation. Just like in life, if your foundation is strong and pure in life, the other things that come forth and the storms that come in your life, you'll be able to withstand. Same thing with the foundation of your home. If we do this right, and this is engineered correctly, and we build it to what they say to do here, stamped on this engineering report, your home's going to withstand many, many, many years of memories, and you're going to be able to pass that down through the generations, or maybe sell it for a profit and build another one day. But this is part of the process. Now, this is part one. There are about 11 stages to building a home. And this is the first one. And so this is what we're going to go over. And we're going to kind of, as we go through, we're going to make some more videos explaining those stages. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you have a particular question that you want to ask about the design phase of the foundation of your home, shoot me that as well. I'll be happy to answer that. Whether you're building with us or not, my title is an NHC, that's New Home Counselor. So I'm here to counsel you through this process and explain to you what you can expect throughout. But other than that, guys, we hope you have a great day. Stay safe out there. Avoid the coronavirus. If you're still inside, find some good movies to watch. Watch this, show your friends. God bless. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.